like we do. You better believe that shit. They love the fuck. You know the female sex toy industry is a billion-dollar industry? You think these women are using that shit in the kitchen? Their pussies get wet, they play with their pussy. Oh, wait. What did I do wrong? What happened? Oh, okay. 5. Okay, I said I divided it into 5 categories. Okay, I'll keep that. What I call it, who said again, a 5, that is a genuine good girl. That's a woman who will only engage in sexual relations with a man who is her husband or at bare minimum her fiance. So if you find a 5, then you have, if you're in search of that, proverbial good girl, if you find a 5, you find it. It's not so much, again, that woman is born with this biological impulse to be monogamous, but her social program, a concept I talk about all the time, I heard even 1 or 2 other speakers talk about, nicknamed cultural conditioning, social brainwashing. Her social programming is so strong that she's willing to control her sexual desires and urges and save herself for her husband. A 4, that's a woman who prefers to only engage in sexual relations with a man who is their husband, their fiance, or their long-term boyfriend, but at least occasionally they're going to engage in 1 or more episodes of non-monogamous casual sex. A 3, that's a woman who will publicly present herself to men as if they're a 5 or at least a 4, but privately they get that, which is what I refer to as your wholesome pretenders and erotic hypocrites. See, a wholesome pretender, that's a woman that if you propose casual sex to her, she's going to always initially say, no, I'm not that kind of girl. No, I only have sex with my boyfriend. Oh, really? Is that right? So you tell me you want to feel my dick in your pussy. Oh, you're bad. You're nasty. Yeah, no fun. The 2 is a woman who really likes to get down behind closed doors. But again, publicly, she's going to present herself as a 4, again, a good girl. Or if not present herself as a good girl, this is my archetype of the erotic hypocrite. Erotic hypocrite is similar to a wholesome pretender. But she, in addition to wanting to protect her good girl image, she thinks men should wine and dine her for pussy. And 1, that's just a woman who's open and free. Social programming, I already talked about that. Now, I talked about social programming. Organized religion is one of the factions of society. I talk about this in my book, The Beta Male Revolution, that promotes the idea of monogamy, for better or for worse. So does media and entertainment. So does certain aspects of the public school system. And many of your parents, your siblings, other family members, and elders in the community or your culture. Manipulative head games. I talked about a lot of that last year, so I don't want to. Well, I'll talk about it in relation to, here's my next book. Possibility of sex. There are guys in the seduction community, PUA community, they want to always say, Alan, so what's the great benefit of being direct? You're like, I'm an indirect guy. And I think indirect is okay. Like, what's so wrong with being indirect? Well, number 1, if you want to meet a woman and talk about the weather for 10 minutes and talk about, you were played football in high school for 20 minutes and all that other bullshit that has nothing to do with getting a woman's pussy wet, go right in. But here's the deal. One of my archetypes is the woman called the manipulative time waster. And it's funny, of my 5 archetypes, a lot of other PUAs and dating coaches, they do not like to acknowledge the existence of manipulative time wasters. What is a manipulative time waster? I already emphasized this, but I'm going to emphasize this again. Friendly, flattering, flirtatious, and entertaining conversation with women means jack. Okay? You guys get that? If a woman's laughing at all your jokes, that doesn't mean she's going to suck your dick at the end of the night. Just means she enjoys being entertained by it. She listens to all your stories that sound interesting, and she's smiling, and you thinking, God, I'm in there. No. Women love men's non-sexual companionship much more, honestly, than we do theirs. Men could go weeks, months, even years without a woman's non-physical, non-sexual companionship. Guys like that's like an understatement. We can't. I've never had a male friend that said, damn, man, it's been so long since I spent time with a woman platonically, man. It's driving me crazy, dude. I can't take it. I need to be around some women platonically. It's just not in our DNA makeup. But you better believe women love your company in a non-physical. None. had a male friend that said, damn, man, it's been so long since I spent time with a woman platonically, man. It's driving me crazy, dude. I can't take it. I need to be around some women platonically. It's just not in our DNA makeup. But you better believe women love your company in a non-physical, non-sexual manner. To the point where, going back to this, title, the possibility of sex. How do they sell you on the idea of spending time with them? There you go. See, that's the difference between them and just straight up rejectors. Rejectors are women. See, a lot of guys look at rejectors as the enemy, but those women, you should appreciate those women who straightforwardly reject you. Because they're letting you know, basically, you're never getting this pussy. Don't even try. Don't waste your time, exactly. Manipulative time wasters, they always want you to think you're that close to the person. Well, if you go with me and my girlfriends to these bowling events for the next 5 weeks, I don't know. Anything can happen. I don't know. Anything can happen. I mean, like, I've been like going to bowling with you for the last 8 weeks. Like, that next week might be your lucky week. Who knows? They love to use that vague, ambiguous language like, you never know. Possibly. Maybe. There's 4 things that manipulative time wasters want from me. But you always have a motivation. We just motivated for something. Dating relationships. You want the reason why you are approaching a woman, usually, unless she's some woman that can help you change her engine oil or something, is because you want to have sex with her. Just a matter in what context. Long-term monogamous sex, long-term non-monogamous sex. We all want female companionship. All single heterosexual men want female companionship. Anybody here do not want female companionship? I would beat your ass if you would raise your hand. Yes, nah, ain't nobody in here. Who wants platonic female companionship? Raise your hand. Who wants? Do you want to go out to like a nightclub bar and say, hey, dude, I'm looking at this platonic friend. Stand looking at her over there. Oh shit, man, I want her to be my platonic friend. Hey, can I ask you your name? What is it, Lisa? You want to be my platonic friend? You ever go scoping out to get a platonic friend? Raise your hand. I won't deny that. I won't deny that. But you just said yourself, but ultimately, you're using them almost like a wing woman to get you. That's not the destination. You just looking for a means to an end. That's not the destination. Very few men, that's one of the differences. Now women, many times, they will seek out platonic male friends. They like to be entertained. You know, if some guy fucks them, they call them back. They want somebody to be a listening ear. Jared, he's such an asshole. Billy, are you still listening to me? He's an asshole. He's a jerk. You shouldn't go out with guys like that. He was fucking my mouth, right? And I said, please don't come up on. He came in it anyway. Such an asshole. Knowing good and well that Jared is being this listening ear. Is Jared gonna ever get the pussy? Great, Jared, if you think Jared gonna get the pussy. Jared ain't gonna get the pussy. The guy she called an asshole, I guarantee you, he will fuck her again. He will fuck her again. Men don't seek out platonic. Most of the women I became platonic friends with was usually women I started out trying to date and fuck. It didn't work out. And we just kept running each other. I said, well, shit. Or women I might have went to junior high school with, we just developed a relationship years ago, but I don't think any man actively, consciously goes out for platonic female companionship. You want women laughing at your corny jokes, or you want a woman sucking your dick? Between those two, raise your hand if you want to laugh at your jokes. That's cute. Now, a lot of people have felt like I'm kind of attacking humor, and I'm not. Like, for example, right now, you guys, I'm saying different things, you guys are laughing. But it's not my objective to come up here and be funny. It's my objective to come up here and share my experiences and share wisdom. So when you're talking to a woman in the context of you just, say, expressing your interest, she just happens to laugh at something you say now. That's not anything wrong with that. What I'm talking about, though, is when you specifically, like, say, before you hook up with Denise, you say, okay, I got the one rabbit joke story, and I got, the friend, he had the popcorn bottle over my head story. Don't do that shit. Don't, please. Ain't nothing about a woman's funny bone connected to her pussy anyway. Let me ask somebody, have you ever had a woman, like within a 5-10 minute span, be bending over, cracking up laughing, and then right after they say, ooh, shit, you got my pussy. Has that ever happened? I've never experienced that. I would like somebody to enlighten me if they've known that to happen. But I've never been with a woman. She's like, oh, Ellie, you are so funny. Oh my God, stop. Oh shit, you got my pussy. There's a time for laughter, but don't make that your objective, having a woman laugh at you, because going back to that platonic thing, that's what they want platonic friends for. Most women, if you notice, I guarantee you pay attention to this, most women rarely have platonic friends who have boring personalities. They're usually guys who are reasonably funny, and again, willing to be that listening ear. Listening ear. Do you want to be a woman's dependable listening ear or a woman's dependable orgasm partner? A lot of guys tell me, they say, man, I was talking to Shannon on the phone for 3 hours. I am in there. Yeah. I did my phone close. And then I was on the phone. Well, what were you talking about? Oh, yeah, she was telling me about Biff. He used to fuck her from behind and shit, and she didn't like it the way he slapped her ass. And I was like, yeah, that guy's an asshole for slapping me on the ass. I would have just softly caressed it, and I think I'm in there. We're having the same conversation. Well, she started telling me about Biff again, and she was talking about how when she sucks his dick, it like starts choking her. And, I was telling her it's not that bad. Women will talk to you for hours about shit that ain't got nothing to do with them being interested in you. Talk to you about you don't have to be other guys. It could be draperies, their dog, what their dog did, whatever. Women, a lot of times, I've had women confess to me, a lot of women like talking to men more than they do their girlfriends. You don't want to be a male girlfriend. It's the worst thing you could be.
I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is Psych.
So, when would you like to share my company? Next Friday or next Saturday?
Excuse me.
You're excused.
I don't even know you.
You will after we share each other's company next weekend. So, is next Friday better? Or next Saturday?
I don't even know your name.
Clark.
My name is Danielle. So Claude, if I do decide to share your company, what would we do? Would you take me out to a 5-star French restaurant?
No.
Would you take me to the Maxwell concert next weekend?
No.
Would you take me to see the new Denzel Washington movie about the runaway train?
Let me think about it.
Okay, think about it.
Okay, I thought about it.
And?
No.
Excuse me.
You are excused.
I bet your number one objective is to have sex with me.
My social intelligence prevents me from stating the obvious.
All men think about is sexual pleasure and instant gratification.
So, is next Friday more conducive to your schedule, or next Saturday?
All men are dogs. They make women think they want to be in a relationship with them and marry them, but in actuality, they just want sex.
Well, Danielle, unless you and I develop some really outstanding romantic chemistry at some point in the near future, I can inform you right now that it is not my desire to be in a long-term relationship with you. But you can never predict the future. Human emotions are complex and unpredictable.
I bet you are married.
No. I am not.
I bet you already have a serious girlfriend.
No. I do not.
I bet you are already having sex with other women.
That, Danielle, would be a valid assumption.
You must think you are some sort of player or pimp. Are you trying to recruit me as one of your new hoes?
My middle-class background and social intelligence will prevent me from responding to what seems to be a trick question. So, Danielle, is next Friday better, or next Saturday?
Whatever happened to the days of courting a woman, whining and dining a woman, making her feel special? I want my knight in shining armor. I want a man to sweep me off of my feet.
So, you've never had a man woo you, court you, or wine and dine you?
I did not say that. Please, Claude, do not put words into my mouth. Listen and pay attention.
So you have.
Of course I have.
Then why are you not still in a relationship with one of these men?
They were too nice. After a while, I got bored. I need a man who presents a challenge to my ego. I need a real man with some backbone.
Interesting. So, Danielle, next Friday or next Saturday?
Claude, you are not listening to me.
Yes, I am.
I want a man who is sweet, caring, romantic, and very monogamous-minded.
So, Danielle, you have never dated a man who was romantic and monogamous-minded.
There you go again, Claude. You are putting words into my mouth. Yes, of course I have.
And why are you not still in a relationship with one of these men?
The relationships with these men started out great, but after a while, I felt like I was better off remaining just friends with these men. It was way too easy for me to have my way with them.
Interesting feedback, Danielle. So, next Friday or next Saturday?
Claude, you are still not listening to me.
I beg to differ, Danielle. I am beginning to listen to every word that comes out of your mouth.